Hello, all my friends. Today I'm going to be doing a not a live commentary, but I'm playing a game here with Noodle and Doodle, and they have been good friends of mine on Hunger Games for the past, I think, 3 months now. So yeah, definitely recommend playing with them. And in this game, I think I am going Cultivator, so it's definitely a good game, and it's you definitely want to stick around for it, even though it is kind of long. It is a not live, my bad. It is a commentary. It is a very good game. I really like this game, so I just see right here and start making some wheat. And then, which I thought was a pretty good idea to start with now, so I don't have to waste time later. So, I see Noodle already, so I start just following them and getting ready to make a sword as we always do. As you can see, they have the same skin as me. So, um, what happens here? Oh yeah, unfortunately, Doodle does die in the beginning, and unfortunately, she did not have MVP or Pro. So, but me and Noodle continue an adventure during later in the game, so that's great. But so as you can see, people are saying, "Doodle, love your videos," and I'm like, "Have you forgotten Noodle here?" But otherwise, I think they're just getting the names mixed up altogether. It's like their whole group. So you see, I am getting some wood right here, which obviously is very important. So I always get two to make a. There's already a crafting bench. I just get two to make a wooden sword. And I think I'm the one who placed it down. Not too sure, which I'll see. This kind of part is boring, a little bit boring here. And she does make it, okay. So, I'd go ahead and make a sword. And then, I believe I make bowls. And then, make some cacti soup. There we go, 1 cacti juice. And then I quickly make some bread. Let's see if I can pass it on to my teammates. I found out they did grab some wheat, so basically I'm pointless during this game. I just have no kit other than the fact to make bread, and that's actually kind of funny. It's the only bread I live off of this whole game. Those 4 pieces. As you can see, we do spot this one guy, and we notice that there's a guy chasing him, and I don't want to go in alone. So I bring in Doodle, and you can see Doodle's already initiated the fight. No, it's Noodle, yeah. So we start hitting him off, and I believe he was a boxer because he was doing some serious damage to me to his fist. So not. Oh well. And then I believe it's here where Doodle dies, somewhere around here. Oh yeah, it's with this guy at the door, I believe. I can't be too sure, but well, it did kind of suck, but you know, had to continue on the avenging Doodle. And going for the kill. No, there goes Doodle. So, alright. Sad face is put for Doodle. And of course we have to continue. And we do see Lucky PvP, which actually is a huge factor in this game. As you can see, I think he will not die. His name did not pop up. He is MVP, and we do see him later on in the feast, and he was like probably one of the main problems we had earlier. And yeah. So oh no, I do make more bread out of this wheat, I believe. That would be kind of stupid of me if I didn't. Oh, and I stupidly mix up the names. I don't know how. And get more cacti. I guess that's what she was trying to say. So, you go ahead and just look for more cacti. Oh, stone sword for me. Thank you very much, Noodle. Well, I will be actually talking about other things while I can kind of tell what's already going on, so I don't have to be all stupid here, but I will be talking about, let's go ahead and talk about some of my favorite kits that I recommend. And usually if you do need that PvP advantage, but like for example, you want a good PvP advantage, a very overpowered kit would be probably Viper. It's very overpowered in my opinion. It's a pretty good kit. So if you are having troubles with your PvP, or you just want that extra boost to help you, that might be your kit. But my top 5, let's see, my number 1 kit would probably be, I think maybe Cannibal, because I always want to, I like having simple kits. I don't really like too advanced or need too overpowered kits like Thor or Berserker or whatever. I just always like the simple kits, and it's just me. It's always a different strategy, and there goes my clock. But yeah, that's probably my favorite kit. Probably second would be probably Stomper. Yeah, Stomper. Third, maybe Vampire, because I could always see Vampire in so many situations that could help you, that could save you. Those teams, they always fear, oh no, it's a team of 5, but I know I could take out a lot of them for sure, but the other ones will leave me on half, like, hearts, and I'll be dying from the nenext one. Well, I kind of cancel all that fear. I know I always have that fear, so that kit is actually a really good kit. So, what are we on, 3 now? So, yeah, 3. My third favorite kit would probably be maybe Spy. I mean, it's good because like you could spot which ones you want to go after and which ones like you don't like. If I'm chasing down Thor and I'm doing really good in this game, I maybe don't want to go after that Thor because I know he has a huge advantage over me. So I choose not to go after that Thor, and instead I might choose a Cultivator, which would be kind of convenient. So. I think we're on 2 now. Yeah, 2. Probably I would go with maybe Berserker. I mean, like I don't use it too much, but when I rack up some quick kills at the beginning, I typically use that kit. I don't really try to use it that much later in the game. I mean, I can't really do anything about it, but I don't like having a huge advantage. And I probably think Poseidon would be my 5th kit because Poseidon was my first kit. I think that actually bought, and then. So yeah, Poseidon, just I've used a lot of strategies with it, and here I think I spotted a hacker here. So, anyways, yeah, and then those are my top 5 favorite kits, and I think this part I was kind of scared of someone dying here. Just let Noodle work. My bad, Noodle. She did get a kill with a bowl. And I see that my inventory is filled with mushrooms. And I'm thinking this is great. I mean, we're stacked on stew. So I go ahead and give Noodle the mushrooms, but she has Ender Mage. I'm sorry if my voice sounds a bit like off because I am a bit sick. I have a stuffy nose. It's getting pretty cold over here, so I don't know. But as you can see, Noodle does want to TP someone up, so, but I think it takes a bit for him to finally get him, but, yeah, see, I don't know. I really, in my favorite, I really do like this new Ender Mage change, because, I mean, like, how many times were you mining, were you just busy doing your work that an Ender Mage would just pull you up, and it's just so aggravating, it's terrible, and it's just bad. I like the new changes, new fair. So I do see this guy, and we look for him. Tell her to try maging him now, because best luck, you know. So, let's see. Yeah, does not happen. So, I don't know how we found... Oh, yeah, the guy, is somewhere in this cave. Somewhere deeper. Yeah, there we go. Alright. And we do take his... I believe he had iron, which I think is very good. Because, you know, iron, better feast. Right? See, you have iron. And then some guy does get the sneak attack on us here in a second. While we're smelting the iron. Wow. This game was pretty interesting. But let's see, what else could there be? Well, let me go over the kits I'm literally despising and I hate them so much with a burning passion. No offense to anyone that uses it, but I think it's really unfair. I think the most overpowered kits, and they definitely need to turn down, will have to be Thor. Thor, I could see, when I used to get Thor, when I first used it, I realized how unfair it would be to other players, but it was such an OP kit, because people with, like, really good armor, full iron armor, while I had nothing, I would kill them just by my Thor hammer, and I think that's really unfair, because people would work hard for that stuff, and just, like, take it by taking a really unfair advantage, and just... I don't think it's very, like, I mean, yeah, you could easily win the Thor, in my opinion. I mean, if you can't really win the Thor, I mean, kind of hard not to. So, we do see the guy above there, so I quickly rush to make a iron sword. Oh, and I fail, yeah. And he is Berserker right here, but I think his Berserker does wear off. Yeah, right here. Wears off. Lucky me. So, now we're down to the 10 people. 10 final people. Alright. So, it's interesting. Alright. So, I do give Noodle the boots, because, you know, I'm gonna make my own soon. So, I finally got a chest plate along with boots, I believe. I'm not too sure what I get. And then, yeah, she gives it back to me for I don't know what reason. Yeah. And I do make an iron sword here, which I meant to do earlier. But that guy had to interrupt me. So, there's my boots. I just wear them like fine. Alright. And I do take the last piece of iron. I believe we both get chest plates, if I'm not mistaken. We both get chest plates. Yeah, we both get chests. Alright. Yeah, again, guys, excuse me for my voice. Does not bother you. So, let's see here. I do just take the iron, and I see she has her chest plate, so I just go ahead and make my chest plate. And then we do go on hunt, which is going to be excellent, because this is where the intense part starts. This is where it all comes down. So, here we go. I do apologize for those Skypes opening up. It's just, yeah, I have a lot of contacts. It's a lot of them get on, and so we do find an interesting way to use the Ender Mage kit. But as you can see here, we're not 5 blocks under, so I decided to dig my way out. Eventually. Let's take a bit. And I am out. Alright, cool, cool, cool. So I'm like, Doodle, let's go. What are you doing? I do check for the feast status for the time. Now we are having about, I would say in about 5 minutes, no, 4 minutes, the feast will appear. And I think this is where the Berserker killed the chicken, which I kind of find funny that he didn't even pick it up, but whatever. So, we do see this guy somewhere around here, and we do take more iron for us, and we're grateful, because this might be one of the turning points of the game, because we do get almost full set of iron armor. Well, I think I get a full set of iron armor. Well, Noodle's like missing a helmet or something. And I don't know what happened here. I think I like got glitched or hit and just like flew that direction. I was kind of freaking out. Thought like a admin was trolling me or something. And I am lagging here, so I do try getting rid of some tabs. And see, Noodle does find 60 more iron, so that's great. And I think it is because I want tower and smelt this iron, because typically when it's near feast time, you always want to check by /helping. It's kind of dangerous to be smelting your iron there, so you might want to at least tower so you can have a bird's eye view of anyone that's coming by. So we decide again, like I said, to tower up, and we quickly smelt that 6 iron, and I think we both get pants, and I give her the boots. Yeah, I was the one missing armor. That's right. So we stack up. As you can see, I'm gonna probably go up about 20 blocks, just enough to see past all these trees. Alright, sweet. So, I will be talking about another thing. I really did enjoy those VIP servers, if any of you were here long enough. But basically what they were for people who have MVP, any source of VIP or MVP or Pro, etc., that have bought it. They are these really small servers with no kits. That's just like straight up mushroom stew and PvP, but it's just like this, but you know, no kits. And there's a lot less people on, because you know, not much people have that like, not too much people have that PayPal account to pay, or whatever the reason is, but they were really fun because there was like a lot less people, and it was like like you don't have to mine iron that much. Like I would just go up with stone sword, kill everyone and spawn, and victory is mine, game over. It was pretty funny how fast the game would end at times, and I think it was actually pretty fun. I do miss those servers, and I don't know why they got rid of them, but I think so they have to pay like a little bit extra, but because no one is really getting on, I guess they thought it'd be a little bit more packed, because the max people ever in the game is probably like I want to say 16. maybe 20 at most. That's like a during a busy day. Typically, a normal day would be like 10, 8 people, and I thought that was pretty fun. So I don't know why they got rid of them, but I hope they bring them back. And this guy was like, I hate when people do that. They just brag in the chat, oh, I got full iron armor. I'm like, good for you. Do I care? No. I'll see you at Feast. And I don't think that guy ever came to Feast. So, me and Noodle decided we do want to take out that lucky PvP, I think, for killing Noodle. That's what it was, so... I don't know why she wanted to kill him so bad, but he was a good fight. I mean, there's one way we could have basically there's one thing that killed him, and that was my flint steel that I will make later. And that flint steel actually saved both our lives. It put him on great damage, and it's great. If you ever think you have those extra time and you have flint and steel, I mean, just make that flint steel. It actually helps you out a lot, and it's a really good resource. You can just plant that at least one fire if you're not good at it. Try hitting him at least once, or try hitting him into the fire. It does very good in the battle, and just try not to get yourself on fire. But if you get the other player on fire and he's actually holding the ground and fighting, that's going to be a very good advantage, because if he runs, he can heal up on stew, but if he stays put, then it's really good. I'm not even kidding, guys. So, and I cannot. This kind of part's actually kind of funny. I was laughing pretty hard here. I do try finding Noodle, and I'm like, where did she go? And it turns out she's like right behind me. No, like not here, but I think she's on the other side of the mountain. She just comes up behind me, and I think this is where she starts saying, "Let's kill that PvP dude." And I'm looking for her and just can't find her. And then she turns around right here. I'm like, oh, there you are. That was pretty funny. So I do let me give you a little advice. If you're in a team and you're tracking someone and you have like an inventory stew, let one person do the tracking and you have like the rest of your stew, so you do have that advantage. Or don't have your compass out. Try not to only keep that out when you're basically going soloing or when you're leading the team. And I think it's time to go to spawn, because feast should appear any second. And if you control the feast in the beginning, kind of like a home advantage, it's like your territory, and it's really good if you have that feast, if you go there early and there's no one there. Because you can knock people off the feast, not let them on, because you do have that higher ground advantage. Like, just like towering, if you would say, in some way. So, I think we track lucky here. No, we head towards feast. That's what it is. I think it's oh no, we do see this guy first. My bad. This gameplay was recorded like 2 days ago, so not too sure. And I see Noodle's taking some great hits and sees this guy's being good. So I decided to run after him, but it turned out he had no stew, which I think was... No, I think he had a little bit, but I didn't see him hockeying. So I think this was a perfect advantage to go after him, and I really hate when people do this. They just run, like, they think I'm going to stop running after them. But me and the Doodles actually built a little system that you hit the other player. Like, for example, I don't know why she's not doing it here, probably out of reach, but Noodle would hit me with her like fist, so I could get a like go in front of him or reach him and just hit him and take him out. Like, people like this are pretty much low on health. You could just tell how they're running so desperately, not barely holding their ground. You know that they're low on health, and if you go a couple of more, 3 to 4 more hits, they're pretty much done. You just want to go after them. So this guy's just running. I mean, running. It's huge pain, and it's annoying. You just don't like when this happens. It's very bad. So I try hitting Noodle here, but oh, and there she goes. And I do get the helmet, which is great. And right here, I make flint steel for me, and Noodle do. But I do want to say, I'm not gonna brag myself, but I made probably one of the most epic kills for the last kill. Not against Noodle, of course, but like a really good kill. So if you just want to, the end, it's really epic. I really like the ending. I don't know, I thought it was pretty funny how I killed the guy, but I'm not gonna spoil that. That will be just the mystery of how it ends. Just know it is not lucky. It is someone that I thought was really really kind of interesting death that person had, and it was just awesome how they died. So let's go. So we head towards Feast, which I think the Feast is actually a really good location. Like I said, this was a really good game. So we do spot the Feast over there. I do like it when you're early and it's on a mountain because that's perfect. When people are stacking up and you just knock them down, that's a great advantage. I mean, it's great, especially if it's like decent sized mountain like this. You can just have the terrain area. It's all for you. It's perfect. So I go up, and then I think there was no one in the first like minute or so. Then Lucky appears, which will be kind of interesting. And I set my home at the feast table, and I'm ready for combat. So we are waiting for the time to come for us to kill Lucky PvP and the last person alive, which they will fear. And she's still trying to kill Lucky so bad. I really don't understand why, but I'm like, okay, sure. And you could tell we thought she had a trap set up because in the chat she's like, yeah, come towards me. And then like this guy just like died of death or like by lava. I don't remember. Whoever will pay attention to chat. And we actually find Lucky right here. And he was doing great at PvP. I mean, just watch this guy. And my phone Steel did save us. So let's see. In the beginning. So I accidentally hit Noodle a couple of times. I apologized and everything was good. Then here we go. Fighting. Take a couple of hearts, and I knew one of us was going to die if I don't do something. So I let him on fire, and this does a lot to him. Because you can see he's starting in fear and start running away, so he does less damage to Noodle because not hitting him anymore. And Noodle does do the damage instead of him anymore. So that's great. We have him down. Now Feast is ours, unless that guy appears, which I doubt they're going to do. But if that guy appears, obviously he's going to die. He will know that unless he's really good at PvP. Like... And I'm wondering if the Noodle's recording this too, because I thought this was a really cool game. So we do go back to the feast table and ready for action, ready to kill, and we're just excited for the win. So, and I think this will be my 55th win, I believe. Not too sure, but usually when I get to the final two, I'll either have a fair fight, or I just let them win. So, but I say we did forget something, and that was kind of important. It was Doodle's grave, and I'm like, oh shit, we didn't make it. And usually after a teammate of mine dies, I always make them a grave to remember them and how well they fought, and yeah. So I think maybe we should just not interfere with that right now, because that guy probably is trying to hunt us. They probably think that we're underground, and they see us towards Feast, and then they're like, oh shit, no. And I think the Feast does appear. No, we see the person somewhat here in like about maybe a minute or so. Oh, right here. Alright, perfect. So I say, you better fucking stay down there. I'll kill you if you come up. So I think, yeah, she does stay down there. I think that was a really smart move of her. But, so, we're just ready for Feast, and I'm excited, and I think Noodle's preoccupied on that person, and I'm like, leave her, just in case. We don't want one of us dying. So we want to have the upper hand advantages, to be sure. So we have an excellent win, an excellent game here, excellent everything, right? So I see 23 minutes. I'm like hoping that, yeah, 23 minutes is kind of a lot. So that's typically when a feast used to start. So I see if that could, I don't know, random. But so Noodle's still occupied on that guy. I don't understand why, but I do go for chests. I think she come back later, trying like to get the chest as well. Oh no, she come back now. All right. I decided to watch, but then I see Noodle going make a grave. I'm like, okay, this is interesting. You make a grave. All right. So I go ahead and just take the chest and just hope I get something that'll help us a lot. Hoping it'll be a good feast. Everything will be good. And here we go. 3, 2, 1. I go for it. Of course, their first chest is always empty, and I do get a diamond sword, which is great. And then diamond leggings for me. That's awesome. And then I don't think I even use the armor at all. And this instant damage is the main thing of the game. This instant damage right here. I'll give you guys a little clue. It does wind up the ending of the game-winning kill. How it ends up. But that's for you to watch, and as you can see, that person is stacking up. I'm like, oh shit, no you don't. I'm going after her, and Noodle's trying to undermage her, but she's mine. Boom, boom, boom. Fall, and then boom. Just like that. I thought that was the epic thing ever. I was laughing pretty hard on that. I don't know. It was pretty cool. Pretty proud of myself there, even though that was pretty simple. But it was pretty cool, and as always, games, we do have an epic final battle, and we get rid of all our armor, and we just use the object of our choice for like a weapon, like a funny item. And I think we go with an iron ore. We do finish up Doodle's grave, so. Alright, I do explain what happened, Noodle, because she did not witness it. So, that was a glorious day. And then I do build her grave. So yeah, I'm so excited about the ending of the game. Victory is ours. Happy to already dance. Blah blah blah. And there's a grave. While Noodle's still building it, I just make sure something epic for the feast or try. Doing stuff for TNT, I think maybe we should just blow each other, destroy each other up, like, see what, like, fate decides. Here lies Doodle Doo, and then 1/3 of the noodles plus William, which is me. If you don't know my name is, but I'm pretty sure you all know me. Because most of my subs here are my friends, so. And then Doodle is saying, come on our server, let's go have the... And I made a fridge with that was pretty funny, and they're like, get on. Like, okay, after this. And I decide, no armor, just a funny object. Random from Feast, I think I write. Yeah. Alright. Wow, I have good memory. And we do decide just to have the boots for an armor, so I do take that all off. No stew, I'm asking, but no reply back until like later on. And do strip off of all our armor. I'm looking for a funny object. I decided a water bucket. And I think Noodle decided an iron ore. So we're gonna use iron ore. But I do swap my bucket for an iron ore as well. What about stew? Alright. So, this part here is kind of self-explanatory, so I'll just let you guys watch this at the ending. So, let's see here. So we decided on 4 stew, no refill, so just have those 4. And if you're wondering why we are not in the Skype chat, that is because it is extremely late for me right now. I think it was 11:35 p.m. I did have school, so as you can see in my probably time, I'll probably delete that later on, but top right, 11:35 p.m. and Noodle and Doodle have school, and I don't think they're supposed to be on or whatever, but we just decided not to go in the Skype chat, so I'm annoying typing all this, but it's pretty good because I actually got faster at typing. GG, and go! 3, 2, 1. I've been silenced. Alright, so I do try. I could have knocked her off, but I thought that would have been unfair and thing, but I do stupidly use my stew all wrong. I don't know why I did that, but, you know, just how it is. And I do know she's gonna win, because she's have experience with, like, just hand block with her sister. She does that a lot with Doodle Do. So I do try refilling, eating up, and my final stew, I'm like, oh, probably has 2 more than me, or have a lot more stew than I do, and I know I'm probably screwed, so I try my best and hope for a good game, but you know, it's alright. It's a decent game. And I do see she does drop her block here. So I'm like waiting and see if she wants to pull something else, and I just continue. So, we continue fighting. Fight, fight, fight. Fight, fight, fight. And I do die, which was a good game. Noodle, very good game. It was a great game. So, I hope you all enjoyed, and see you guys next time. Peace.